Huntsville, and you're listening to the Bearkat Sports Network. This is the Bearkat Sports Network. It's time for Sam Houston State University Bearkat basketball. 101.7 KSAM has every dribble, swish, and squeak from buzzer to buzzer live. Now let's head down to the floor with the voice of the Bearkats, Rob Hipp.
Well, a pleasant good afternoon, friends, or good evening, and welcome to another edition of Sam Houston Men's Basketball. We are live tonight in the Rio Grande Valley as your Bearkat men's basketball taking on the road UTRGV. This is a Bearkat team that is coming off of a victory in overtime versus Abilene Christian just a few nights ago. It was a 75-71 overtime victory. Sam Houston improving now to 11-3 in the Western Athletic Conference. UTRGV, they are coming off of a loss facing Seattle University, a tough one there for them. That one was at home, 102-62, just a few days ago. With that score, UTRGV dropping to 2-12 in the WAC, 7-19 overall. I want to welcome you into the broadcast here this evening. I'm Rob Hipp, your play-by-play announcer, and it is a little chilly down here in South Texas, but back in Huntsville, I know things cool as well, but Sam Houston, again, trying to stay hot. Savion Flagg hitting that tying three-pointer to send the game to overtime and a game-winning shot in that 75-71 victory over Abilene Christian at Johnson Coliseum on Thursday. The Bearkats trailed in that contest 63-30. Or 63-60 with 12 seconds left. The Texas A&M graduate transfer brought the ball down the court, then pulled up to the top of the arc, drained that three with seconds to go in regulation. The teams then traded scores for the first 4.5 minutes of overtime before Flagg banked a shot high off the glass to put Sam Houston on top, 73-71 with 23 seconds left on the clock. The Wildcats could not match it. Jaden Ray and Javion May both hit a free throw in the final seconds to seal the victory. Flagg scored a game-high 20 points and had 7 rebounds and 4 assists, continuing to make his case for that Lou Henson Mid-Major Player of the Year candidate award. Ray added 16 points, and Tristan Ipe finished with 11. We talked to Tristan Ipe in postgame. He just continued to talk about how his team is working together, improving, and I talked about his free throw shooting, and he said that he took 100 free throw attempts the day before in practice, made about 86 of those, and that's a good sign for a young man that struggled early from the free throw line, but he came up huge in that victory versus Abilene Christian, making his free throws. He's normally was only about a 58% free throw shooter, now bumping that up a little bit above 60%. I'll have more in-depth looking into this one. Tip-off is about in 7 minutes or so. For now, though, we'll take a quick break. When I come back, we'll talk more about this one. We'll go over some stats, some other storylines, and we'll also have the Emblem Properties Real Estate Keys to the Game from Coach Hooten. Stay with us from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Season tickets are on sale for 2021-22 basketball season. Season tickets start as low as $99. One price gets you both men's and women's Bearkat basketball. Call 936-294-1729 or go online at gobearcats.com/tickets to secure your seat today.
Sam Houston Athletics would like to thank the following partners: The Grove, Tough Shirts and Eagle Graphics, U.S. Army ROTC, Under Armour, University Hotel, and Villas on Sycamore. Thank you for supporting your Bearkats.
At HEB, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of HEB jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an HEB Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit HEB, your official game day headquarters, or use the Buy HEB app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Rob Hipp here pregame with Sam Houston men's basketball head coach Jason Hooten as we quickly look back in this first segment of victory in the previous matchup for Sam Houston on the road at Chicago State. Coach, we didn't have a chance to catch up after that game, but a much-needed victory for Sam Houston to get back into the win column.
All right, friends, welcome back here. Rob Hipp live from UTRGV. Filled house. And expecting a good crowd. We're going to go down now for our country's national anthem. All right, well, a beautiful rendition of our country's national anthem. Again, thanks for joining us here this evening. I'm Rob Hipp. Sam Houston men's basketball about to get underway here. In just a few moments, we'll have the starters for you and more coming up here in just a few moments. Again, Sam Houston looking to stay on the win record. One more victory, and they can lock up a top 3 seed with several games remaining, by the way. Of course, here tonight starts a 3-game road series at UTRGV. Then we'll face Stephen F. Austin. That one a tough atmosphere at Nacogdoches on the 24th. And then finally at Grand Canyon on February the 26th, a week from now. That'll be a 6 p.m. matchup. One last home game facing Tarleton at 6:30 p.m. We'll have that one, and then we go to the WAC tournament in Las Vegas. That'll be March the 10th through the 12th. So Sam Houston just one more victory away, and they still got a good chance. They could even lock up a seed that may even be higher than the 3rd seed. But again, that tough stretch down, facing Stephen F. Austin, facing Grand Canyon. But you got to get through UTRGV now. This Bearkat team hosted UT Rio Grande Valley, the Vaqueros. They last played them on January the 3rd to open this new 2022 year. It was an 86-78 victory there. Well, now it's time for Coach Hooten's Keys to the Game, presented by Emblem Properties Real Estate. I did not have a chance with a formal interview with head coach Jason Hooten before this game, but he did tell me a couple of points. One of them was the Bearkats have got to get back to the advantage on rebounding. They normally out-rebound their opponents, 38 or so rebounds last night or a couple of nights ago versus the previous matchup at versus Abilene Christian. Sam Houston only pulling down 32 boards. They were out-rebounded in that contest, and so they have got to find a way to continue to get back onto the rebounding side of things. They were out-rebounded 48-32. Another key to the victory that Coach Hooten was telling me, just got to play their game. Don't let things get ahead. Continue to play physical. Sam Houston had a great physical game against Abilene Christian. They didn't tire out. They were ahead for a considerable part and then kind of lost that lead, came back there at the end. Savion Flagg hit the 3. So Sam Houston going to have to continue to stay at the upper hand as far as that goes and make sure that they continue to just play their game. And then finally, just make sure that they hit shots. Sam Houston doing a little bit better of a job shooting from the field. However, they struggled a little bit in the second half versus Abilene Christian. They came out hot, only 51%, 34% in that second half. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll have the starting lineups and tip-off. Stay with us, friends, from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Ticket Smarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Bearkat Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Back out of here from UTRGV Fieldhouse, I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us as we'll go over the UT Rio Grande Valley. The Vaqueros starting lineup, 7-19 overall, 2-12 in Western Athletic Conference play. They will start with a 6'1", 170-pound junior out of Houston, Texas. It is number 5, Ricky Nelson. At guard, a 5'11", 160-pound graduate student out of Dallas, Texas, number 13, Xavier Johnson. At forward, 6'6", 185-pound junior out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 1, Justin Johnson. At forward, a 6'7", 200-pound graduate out of Plano, Texas, number 11, Merrick Nelson. And last, but certainly not least, for the Vaqueros, at 6'9", 195-pound senior freshman out of Montgomery, Alabama, it's number 30, Raekwon Taylor. Again, Nelson, Xavier Johnston, Justin Johnson, Nelson, and Taylor. And here is your Sam Houston starting lineup for tonight. Turnaround jumper here. Tristan Ikpe starting early, and the Bearkats take a 2-point advantage. Find Lampley from the corner, weaving through traffic. The jumper, the two-shot, the yes! There it is. To Marcus Lampley for 2. Turn on the light. Over to Jaron Cook for 3. Light the stove, baby! It's Jaron Cook, and the Bearkats are on fire here in the first half. He pulls it back down, though. Oh, what a play by Javion May as he hauled in aggressively the offensive rebound and dropped it back in off the right side of the glass. Dante Powers, zing, zang, bang, there it is for 2. Oh, call Dancing with the Stars. We got a new celebrity on the court. It's Dante Powers. Hey, saying I can dance just as good as you guys on TV. I do it on the basketball court.
At guard, a 6'7", 215-pound grad senior from Texas A&M University, number 1, Savion Flag.
At guard, a 6'2", 195-pound junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 11, I'm Javion May.
At forward, a 6'6", 225-pound senior from Deer Park, Texas, number 12, I'm Tristan Ikpe.
At guard, a 5'10", 165-pound junior from Midwest City, Oklahoma, number 13, I'm Jaden Ray.
At guard, a 6'2", 175-pound senior from Phoenix City, Alabama, number 3, I'm Light 'em Up, Marcus Lampley.
All right, friends, as that is your starting lineups, and we are quickly in action here. The Bearkats in their home black jerseys, black shorts, numbers in orange, outlined in white, and Sam Houston will control the opening tip. It's Javion May to the left side, bake it home off the right side of the glass, and the Bearkats have an early advantage here, 2-0 right out of the gate as we get started. Live again from UTRGV Fieldhouse at the Burt Ogden Arena down here in Edinburgh, Texas. Thanks for joining us. As UTRGV, they are in their white home jerseys, white shorts. The numbers are in orange as they will move from left to right. Here's a shot from the left corner. That one rims out. No good from Eric Nelson. The rebound, Javion May, and here come the Bearkats from right to left. It's Jaden Ray at the top. Picks up his dribble, guarded by 2. Over to Savion Flag on the right wing. Flag from the belt line goes down to Ikpe near the right corner. Now driving in. Jump shot from the semicircle. No good off the left side. The ball batted around and finally drops into the hands of Ricky Nelson. And here comes the Vaqueros from left to right. Working through defenders here on the right side. Using a left hand to direct traffic is Nelson, and he'll throw this one up top. Back over. Nelson has it at the top of the 3. Trying to work from the right side. He'll go over to the right wing. This ball's knocked out of bounds by DeMarcus Light 'em Up Lampley. So out of bounds off of Lamp. Bearkats will continue to remain on defense here as the inbound by Justin Johnson. Johnson working this one, and over to the right wing. Ball back up top over to Justin Johnson. Again, Sam Houston leading here 2-0. Here's a shot. This one off the rim, no good. Rebound to Marcus Lampley. And here come the Bearkats from right to left. As bringing it into the front court is Jaden Ray. Jaden Ray at the top here. Looking over to the left wing, finds Ikpe. Ray back with it, over to Savion Flag. Lampley from downtown. This one off the left side of the 10, no good. Rebound back to Vaqueros as they'll move here from left to right. Over to the hands of Nelson. Nelson back over to the left wing. Here's a shot. This one from 3. Splashed it at the bottom of the net. We'll see if they count that one as a 3, and they do. It was Justin Johnson from downtown, and the UTRGV taking a 3-2 lead here as we have 17:50 remaining here in the first half. Ikpe has it back on the left side. Picks up his dribble. Turnaround jumper, no good. The ball goes out of bounds here. So an opportunity for Ikpe, not able to knock that shot down. The ball will go out of bounds, and Sam Houston will get it right back into play. Bearkats here trailing 3-2. Inbound pass goes over. Sam Houston has it on the left side as they'll try to work here from the right corner. Shot up and good, and one for Savion Flag as he ran in on the right baseline, dropped it in. So Savion Flag finding a little bit of juice here to give the Bearkats the lead again, 4-3. An opportunity here at the free throw line, an and one opportunity. He's a 51% free throw shooter. As Savion Flag will take a deep breath here on the left side. Shrugs his shoulders, has a few right-handed dribbles. This one on the way, and good. So Flag making the free throw, 5-3. Sam Houston with the early advantage, 17:27 to go here in the first half. UTRGV will bring it from left to right. Guarded here is Jaden Ray. The ball handler is Nelson. Now over the left wing to the left corner. Xavier Johnson takes a 3. That shot no good. Flag with the rebound. Back over to Jaden Ray. Ray on the far side from right to left. Beltline pass goes back to Flag at the top of the 3. Picks up his dribble. We got a whistle here, and may have been a little bumping foul called here on UTRGV. So that was a foul on RGV. I believe it was on Merrick Nelson. That is a foul there against Nelson. So Nelson with the personal foul. Here's a shot from the right wing, no good for the Cats, and UTRGV bringing it here from left to right. Bearkats holding on to the 5-3 advantage, 16:51 to go here in the first. Ball over to the right corner is Ricky Nelson. Nelson back over to the right wing to Xavier Johnson. Johnson working a few dribbles off a high screen, launches a three. This one off the front of the rim, won't drop. And DeMarcus Lampley has it here on the far side. Moving from right to left, Lampley back over to Jaden Ray. Ray with a left-handed dribble. Bearkats holding on to the 5-3 advantage. 16:30 to go here in the first half. Go back up top over to Javion May to Lampley at the top of the three over right wing, Jaden Ray. Ray picks up his dribble, double team, finds May. May pings it around over to Lampley. Lampley was trying to draw a foul as he put up a three. They're not going to call it, and it goes right back to the Vaqueros. Here's a slip and dip off the right side. That shot won't fall for Dante Houston Jr., and DeMarcus Lampley has the board. It's still 5-3, Bearkats here, 16:15 to go in the first half. Jaden Ray has it on the right wing. As he'll work a dribble back to the top of the three, swings this one over, Savion Flagg. He'll bounce it down low, finds Tristan Ipe. Ipe to Lampley, corner three from the left. Bam, baby! Turn on the lights. It's DeMarcus Lampley from downtown, and the Bearkats have the advantage, 8-3, 15:40 to go here in the first half of play. Lampley finding some daylight there. So the Vaqueros will bring it back from right to left into the hands of Justin Johnson at the top of the three. Over to the left wing, Ricky Nelson. Nelson puts it down with one right-handed dribble, goes back over to Johnson at the top, guarded by May. May works around the high screen on the defensive side. Here's a shot from the elbow on that right side, no good for Johnson. A rebound goes to Jaden Ray over, actually Lampley back to Jaden Ray. Ray will control the dribble here as he looks over his back right shoulder to Coach Hooten, gets the play call. Ray fires one from the chest over to May, back up top to Ipe. Ipe launches a left-handed pass to Ray, back over left wing, Savion Flagg. Roll it in, baby, raise the flag. The Bearkats with back-to-back threes, and they've got an 11-3 advantage with 15:11 to go here in the first half of play. That'll take us to our very first media timeout. The Bearkats hot, 4 for 9, right out of the gate. We'll be back in 90 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
At HEB, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of HEB jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an HEB Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit HEB, your official game day headquarters, or use the My HEB app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated is a family-owned, full-service business based in Huntsville, Texas for over 20 years. They do business cards, decals, yard signs, banners, and billboards to name a few. They can design and fabricate electrical signs to fit your business needs. Busted signs and lights? Their 45-foot bucket truck and in-house electrician can service you. They are located at 625 Highway 190 East. Give them a call at 936-435-9966. Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated looks forward to serving you.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp live from the UTRGV Fieldhouse. Savion Flagg with his 6th point of the ball game on the Jaden Ray assist. Just moments ago, Sam Houston leads UTRGV on their home court 11-3. As we're still in the media timeout, UTRGV scoreless over the last 3 minutes, only making one of their last 7 field goals and 1 of 5 from downtown. That's been their only score on the board. It was a 3-pointer by Justin Johnson. Other than that, they haven't been able to do much. The Bearkats on a 9-0 run over that last 3 minutes. They've also hauled in 7 rebounds compared to 4 for the Vaqueros. As we'll have a substitution here, I believe, as Raekwon Taylor will head out of the ball game. And in for him for the first time is Quentin Johnson. So Quentin Johnson in for the first time here this afternoon for the Vaqueros. He's a 5'4" sophomore guard, averages 6 points a game. Also Dante Powers into the ball game here now for Javion Bay. We'll get back into action here. Vaqueros have it from left to right, trailing 13-3. Working over the right wing, trying to flip this one down low, and the ball is batted around, saved here by UTRGV, but it's Dante Powers with the steal. Over to the right side, lay it up and good. The steal for Powers turning into points, and the Bearkats leading now 15. Well, wait just a minute. Yeah, they said it was good, so Dante Powers there making it. It's 13-3, Sam Houston up front. Back the other way, Vaqueros here from left to right. Ray with the steal. It's back-to-back steal for the Cats as Ray flips it back to Javion May. Lay it up and good off the front side of the rim. How about that for Savion Flagg as the steal was made there by the Cats, Jaden Ray. Ray gets it batted away, but he holds on to it, flips it back to Flagg, and Flagg throws it up. And an and one opportunity here for Savion Flagg. It's the third team foul by UTRGV as Nelson has 2 of them. Ricky Nelson with 2. And Merrick Nelson here with 1. Here's the free throw attempt, no good by Savion Flagg. And the rebound here by the Vaqueros as they'll move from left to right. 15-3, the score sits. Bearkats up front. UTRGV has it, moving from left to right. Over to the left wing, it is Quentin Johnson, the second, who checked in moments ago. Floats this one up into the air over to Johnson, Justin Johnson. JJ trying to work to the right side here, and they'll whistle this one before the shot went up. May have been a little reach-in foul here. I believe it is. It's going to go on Dante Powers. So Powers will pick up his first personal foul, and that is the first team foul by the Bearkats as well. Was not in the act of shooting. The fan favorite Kuba Kowalski checking in for the first time here this afternoon. So Kuba Kowalski in the ball game now for the Cats as Savion Flagg takes a breather. Here's a layup as that one sliced and diced his way inside, and it was good there by Xavier Johnson. 15-5. Sam Houston has the 10-point advantage as they'll move it here from right to left. Powers from the top of the 3, now works it from the elbow. On the right side, jumper good for Dante Powers. And that's 2 more in the bag here for the Bearkats, now leading 17-5 with 13-13 to go in the first half of play. UTRGV will bring it here from left to right over to the right wing, trying to work a crossover, dribbles Laquan Butler. He's trapped by Jaden Ray. Pass goes back up top to Xavier Johnson. Johnson with Lampley on him. Johnson almost losing the handle, goes to the right corner. Butler zings his way inside off the right side of the glass. And maybe a blocking foul here or a charge, waiting to see. It is. It is on Javion May, I believe, as he was trying to take a charge down there. And boy, that's tough because Javion May looked like he was set, but they will call that foul. No, they're going to call it on DeMarcus Lampley. Wow. I didn't think Lampley was anywhere in the neighborhood. So the first personal on Lamp, second team foul. Here's a free throw on the right side. First of 2, no good for Laquan Butler. I'll have one more coming up. Butler averaging 6 points a game, 75% free throw shooter. He'll have one more opportunity. Takes a couple of right-handed dribbles, bends his knees. This one on the way and splashed it at the bottom of the net. 17-6, Sam Houston holding on to the advantage here in the first half. As the Cats, Javon Grant checking in a few moments ago. He has it on the left side. Over to Lampley, back up top to May. May one-handed left dribble, and the pass back up top to Grant. Grant loses it off of his right foot, picked up here by Butler. Butler trying to weave through traffic on the right wing, slings the pass up top over to Johnson the second, fires a 3, well short. Rebound hauled in by Dante Powers on the far side from right to left. Powers, he'll find Grant on the left wing. Grant handoff Lampley. 3 from the left wing. Bam, baby, turn on the lights again. It's getting bright here at UTRGV Fieldhouse as Lampley has drilled another one from downtown. He's got 6 and the Bearkats lead 20-6 here with 12:21 to go in the first half of play. Sam Houston on the defensive side. RGV back the other way. And a whistle and a foul is called here I believe we'll see who this one goes on. Trying to float one up inside there. Javon Grant, I believe, is going to be credited with that foul. And if so, that is his first personal and the third team foul. That will send Quentin Johnson II to the line here, shooting free throws. First one is on the way, and it's good. One more coming up here for Johnson. 20-7 the score, 12:21 remaining here in the first half. Sam Houston on top. Johnson with another free throw opportunity. This one on the way, ricochets off, but the rebound is controlled by Butler. He'll give the Vaqueros another opportunity here on the right side, trailing 20-7. Butler has it way up top, trying to work inside. Javon Grant on him. Right-handed pass goes up top. Here on the right wing to Johnson. Johnson working inside the paint, scoop and hoop, and laid it up and good. 20-9 the score. Bearkats up front. Good move down there moments ago by Johnson. Here's the Bearkats back on the left side. Grant gets this one ripped away from him. It's Butler on Grant. Butler. This one popped back around, stays with UTRGV on the right corners. Johnson, and Lampley with the aggressive defense, throwing it out of bounds. It will stay with the Vaqueros here, trailing 20-9 with 11:40 to go here in the first half. And I believe Sam Houston will call a timeout as well. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Enjoy a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville.
TicketSmarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Bearkat Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp at it here in Edinburgh, Texas, live from the UTRGV Fieldhouse. Your Bearkats leading the Vaqueros 20-9 with 11:40 remaining here in the first half. Savion Flagg leading all scorers on both sides with 8 points. He has been hot to start this game. 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown, also 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. He's also hauled in a board, all that in 6 minutes of play. DeMarcus Lampley, he has 6 points. 2 of those coming, or 3 of those, beg your pardon, 2 of those 4 shots coming from downtown. He has taken all 3-pointers here in this game, nailed 2 of them. Lampley already with 4 boards in 8 minutes. And then behind him, getting into the action, Dante Powers, who is a perfect 2 for 2, and Javion May, 1 for 1 from the field. Adding all that up, Bearkats leading 20-9 as they are shooting 61% from the field to start this ball game. Vaqueros only 3 of 10 at 30%. Sam Houston also out rebounding UTRGV 7-5. Got a lot of folks joining us in the booth as well. We want to get to those. Our good buddy, Mr. Eric Powers in the house. Eric, is always good to see you, as he was watching from Mississippi, saying, let's get it, Dante. Of course, that's your son. Always good to hear from you, Eric. And also, how about Dave Richardson, listening in as always in Houston. Dave, appreciate you. He's joining us in the booth. And let's see who else we've got on. Jonathan Knobloch as well. Appreciate you, Jonathan. He brought his mom to the Abilene Christian game in Huntsville, saying, go Cats, let's get number 17 in the RGV. Appreciate you, Jonathan, as well. And then also, finally, in the booth, Mr. Rowe saying, let's go Cats, cheering on Javon Grant. If you got those messages, let me know. We'll get to them through our social media feeds. You can also text us on the Bearkat fan text line at 512-522-9105. We'll get back into action here as the Vaqueros have it to start coming out of the timeout. They've got it on the right side. It's down to the corner here. Turnaround jumper from the elbow is good for Justin Johnson, as he was squaring up there against Javion May in a nice jumper. It is 20-9 22-11. Sam Houston back with it here on the left side. Slam it down. Kuba Kurwowski. Oh, mama, what a play. As Kurwowski was there, Javon Grant threw it up to him, and the fan favorite from Warsaw, Poland, throwing it down with authority for the Bearkats. Vaqueros have it back on the right side. Justin Johnson, who had the jumper just moments ago on the last possession, passes over to the left wing. It's Butler trying to work through traffic here from the free throw line. Good defense, Javon Grant. Pass goes back over into the hands of Xavier Johnson to the left wing. Grant trying to reach on him. Johnson, oh man, Grant got charged with a foul. He reached in just a little too much, and that's the second personal foul on the freshman guard, Javon Grant. His second personal, and for Sam Houston, that is their fourth team foul. That was the act of shooting. He reached in on Xavier Johnson, and so 2 free throws coming up here on the right side for Johnson, as he will take a very deep breath. The 5'11" senior guard averages 9 points a game. First free throw on the way, and it's good. So 22-12. He's got one more coming up. 22-12 the score as Jaron Cook checks in for the first time. Savion Flagg back into the game for the Cats as well. Lampley heads over to the bench alongside Javion May. Here's one more free throw on the right side. This one good at the bottom of the net as well. So Johnson making both of them. 22-13. Sam Houston up front. 10:18 to go here in the first half from the field house at UTRGV. Jaden Ray has it from right to left, down to Kuba Kurwowski. Kuba over the head to Powers, back up top. Savion Flagg thought about a three, went over to Ray. Ray drops it back over to Flagg. Flagg from inside the paint, from the second key, off the right side of the glass. The shot's no good. Battled around. Bearkats have an offensive board, but Savion Flagg can't hold on to it. Goes right back over to Vaqueros. It is Laquan Butler. Butler missing the shot. He'll go back up top here, throws it to Johnson the second. We got a whistle and a foul. Dante Powers is going to be charged with this one. It's his second personal foul, 15th foul by Sam Houston. So Dante Powers will head over to the bench. Checking in for him is Javion May. Just a little bit of a tic-tac. I like to call those the breath mint fouls. So again, Dante Powers out. Javion May back into the ball game. Sam Houston leads 22-13. 10:09 to go here in the first. Vaqueros have it here on the right side. Ball over to the left wing. Johnson the second. Working on Savion Flagg. This one, boy, looked like it was blocked here by Kuba Kurwowski. They're going to call a foul against Javion May. Boy, May have just reached in a little bit too much. That's a tough break. His first personal 16th foul by Sam Houston. Yeah, he reached in and got a left arm there. That's a tough one because I'm telling you, man, Kuba Kurwowski slammed that one out of the arena in the act of shooting. So Quentin Johnson the second at the free throw line here. First one on the way, good at the bottom of the net. It's 22-14, Sam Houston holding on to the advantage. 10 minutes to go here in the first half as we are halfway through the first. Thanks for joining us, Sam Houston men's basketball from Van Wagner here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. Johnson the second free throw, good as well. So he makes both of them. 22-15 is the count. Sam Houston will bring it here from right to left. It's Jaden Ray crossing over the center court logo with a left-handed dribble to the left wing. Cross back over the right hand, up top to Savion Flagg. Flagg now near that left wing. Down low, Kuba Kurwowski. He's fouled as he was trying to go off the right side. The foul there is called on Raekwon Taylor, who checked in just a few moments ago. And that's Raekwon Taylor's first personal and the fourth team foul. So free throws coming up here for Kuba Kurwowski. Kurwowski, by the way, the 7'2" senior center. I call him the fan favorite out of Warsaw, Poland. He is a 36% free throw shooter, though. First one on the way, good for Kuba Kurwowski. He heard me, said, Rob, don't say that. 23-15. One more coming up here for Kuba. Always enjoy talking to Kuba, interviewing him. He's a great interview, an excellent young man, always fun to talk to. Bends his knees, right-handed free throw shot. Boy, he buried them both. Kuba Kurwowski from the charity stripe taking care of business. The big man. It's 24-15, 9:40 to go here in the first. Sam Houston up front. The Vaqueros have it as they'll move from left to right on their home court. Over the back dribble here, now to the right corner. It's Justin Johnson for three, won't fall. Rebound, Jaron Cook, it went off his hands. Cook had an opportunity to haul it in. It bounced off. He gets a high five from Savion Flagg and a little bit of a smile. Savion holds up his left hand and puts up a thumb there for his teammates. And, boy, that was just a little bit of miscommunication. Man, looking at it on the replay, though, we do have the monitor. Not looking on the replay, it looked like it went off of UTRGV. They'll take a shot here from 3 straight away. Bam, good for Xavier Johnson. So Johnson responds immediately coming out of that, 24-18. Sam Houston up front. The Cats have led by as many as 14. That has been trimmed down, though. Javion May has it here on the left side. Handoff over to Jaden Ray. Ray at the top. Double teamed. They'll retreat, go back to a 2-3 zone, do the Vaqueros. Over to Savion Flagg, launches a pass up top over to Ray. Ray inside the paint, throw it up, and maybe a whistle and a foul here. It is. It's on Laquan Butler. That is his first personal foul and the 15th foul of this first half by UTRGV. So at the line here is Jaden Ray. He'll shoot 2. Jaden Ray, the 5'10" junior guard, averages 9 points a game. Also plays 28 minutes per game. Excellent young man as he'll take the first one, and it's good at the bottom of the net. The product out of Oklahoma, grew up in that area. Really enjoyed getting to know him. I call him Rocket Man, man. He is so fast on that court. Midwest City, Oklahoma, Northern Oklahoma, Tonkawa. Makes both the free throws. It's 26-18. Bearkats with the lead. RGV brings it here from left to right into the hands of Butler. Butler almost loses the handle. Pass, give and go. Back over now to Johnson at the top of the 3. Way out there, actually, where the volleyball line would be. Johnson trying to work here on Javion May. Left-handed dribble, battered away. Jaron Cook has the steal. That's his first steal of the ball game. Goes back to the Bearkats. Ray trying to find Kuba, and it's way too strong. Turned it over back into the hands of RGV. Justin Johnson flip off the right side, no good. Saving it as it was going out of bounds is Savion Flagg. And here come the Bearkats on the far side from right to left. Jaden Ray looks at Coach Hooten over his right shoulder, now crosses the timeline. Pass up top to Kuba. Kuba over the head, left wing to Flagg. Flagg trying to work near the paint, launches this one, turns it over. He was looking for Jaron Cook all the way across the court. Dropped into the hands of Butler. Butler trying to go coast to coast, and he does. 26-20 as he laid it up off the left side of the glass. He'll run his way backwards, clapping. Here come the Bearkats. Jaden Ray has it into the front court. On the far side, Ray waiting for Kuba to set up the high screen. Ray working around it over to Javion May at the top of the 3. May, right-handed dribble. As he picks it up, goes back up top. Cook fires a 3, too strong off the back of the 10. A rebound to Justin Johnson. And here comes RGV. Back over the left corner. 3-pointer here for Xavier Johnson. That one no good. Made one earlier. Rebound Savion Flagg. Sam Houston holding on to a 6-point advantage. They've led by as many as 14 when it was 20-6. It's now 26-20. 6:57 to go here as Savion Flagg puts up a shot, no good. Kuba trying to put it up off the right side, no good either. Pass, though, goes back to Kuba. This time he's fouled. So the Bearkats stay with it. It was battered around, goes over to Jaden Ray. Ray trying to go right back to Kuba Kowalski, and Kowalski is fouled. Remember just a few moments ago, Kuba making both the free throws. And that may take us to a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Bearkats lead. Free throws coming up for Kuba Kowalski when we come back in 90 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wiesner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory-trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wiesner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wiesner Huntsville.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates, too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
26-20, Sam Houston men's basketball leading the Vaqueros of UTRGV down at Edinburgh tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob Hipp, providing you the play-by-play as Sam Houston trying to keep things rocking and rolling in the Western Athletic Conference as they took care of business versus Abilene Christian in that 65-63 victory, starting back in January on the road and then beating them again at home in overtime just a few nights ago, 75-71. It was Savion Flagg in that game, 20 points, had 7 boards. I talked to Tristan Ipe in post-game, and he said this team just continues to mold and grow and develop together. And I'm telling you, friends, if you're not getting out to Johnson Coliseum for the home games, you have missed a show this season. You've still got one final opportunity to do it at home on March the 3rd as the Bearkats will host Tarleton before heading to Las Vegas for that Western Athletic Conference tournament. I want to remind you this game is made possible in part by our good friends at HEB. No store does more than my HEB. Here's Kuba Kowalski. He'll shoot free throws here on the left side. He's 2 for 2 so far from the charity stripe this afternoon. This is a young man coming into this contest, only a 36% free throw shooter, 8 of 22. First one is on the way from the right hand, no good. He'll have one more here on the left side. Kowalski with his first miss. And we'll see if he can make the second free throw. So he'll take a couple of dribbles here, bends his knees, next one on the way. This one rattles home and good. So Kuba makes the second one, misses the first one, 27-20. 6:57 remaining here in the first half of play. Tristan Ipe is back into the ball game. Jaron Cook is out. DeMarcus Lampley comes back in for Kuba Kowalski. So on the court it is Flagg, May, Ipe, Ray, and Lampley, your starters back out there. RGV back with it here. Right wing shot for 3. Johnson the second, no good. Rebound, Ipe. Flipped it over to Ray, now into the hands of Savion Flagg. Back over to Jaden Ray. It was actually Lampley to Flagg, now back to Jaden Ray. Ray will bring it into the front court from right to left. He'll find Lampley on the right wing. Lamp back up top over to Savion Flagg. Thought about a 3, retreats. Right-handed dart down to Ipe over to the right wing. Here's Ray. Ray back left wing. 3. This one rolled in and out for Savion Flagg. Oh, mama, it was close as it rolled its way in and popped out like a jack. Here back the other way, RGV puts up a shot, no good by Ricky Nelson. Now the left wing, an offensive rebound. That shot won't drop for Quentin Johnson the second. And the Bearkats have it right back here. 6 minutes straight up to go. Bearkats leading 27-20. I was trying to think about what I was saying earlier. It was like a jack-in-the-box back in the day. Here's the Bearkats on that left side. Into the hands of Savion Flagg to May. Back over to Flagg near the left wing. Right-handed chest pass around the world we go to May. Over to Jaden Ray. Ray splitting through defenders. Finds Savion Flagg. He'll step back. Here's a 3 from the left corner. It drops in, but the officials whistle this one. Oh, man, Savion Flagg may have taken an extra step. And they call a turnover against Flagg, and he has both of his hands up saying, man, I've done this all the time, and it never gets called. That's a tough break there for Savion because he absolutely buried the 3. 27-20, 5:32 to go here in the first. Sam Houston remains up front on the road at UTRGV. The Vaqueros have it here on the right side. Justin Johnson with the left-handed dribble, guarded up top at the 3 by Javion May. Pass goes over to Adewami, who checked in a few moments ago. Good to see that young man out there. Here's a jumper from the right elbow. Shot's no good. Ray able to fend it away. He's got it on the far side from right to left. Flip it back over to Flagg. Flagg from the right wing. He'll launch a 3 on its way. This shot won't drop. Rebound hauled in there by Justin Johnson. The Vaqueros wanting to move quickly, but it's a turnover as Lampley intercepts it. Little NFL action out there on football side for Lampley as he picked it off. And the Cats have it back on the left side. It's Jaden Ray. Drops this one over to May. Back over the left wing. Savion Flagg. 3 dribbles. Still has it. 4th dribble on the court. Over to Lampley. Left wing 3. Off the front of the rim. No good. But finally a foul called here to Marcus Lampley. And he'll go to the line shooting 3. So the foul there on UTRGV. Boy, I was trying to see who it was on. It's on Ricky Nelson. And for Nelson, that is his 2nd personal. And the 7th team foul. This one, though, 3 free throws coming up for Lampley. First one on the way. Good at the bottom of the net for Light 'em Up Lampley. Lampley, the 6'2" senior guard, the pride of Phoenix City, Alabama, out there for the Bearkats here. Averaging 11 points a game, a 58% free throw shooter. The next one here for Lampley, on its way. This one, no good. He'll have one more. 28-20, the score remains. Sam Houston up front. And one more coming up here for Lampley. As he made the first one, missed the second one. And we'll see if Lamp can drop this one in. Taking a little bit of time here, trying to get this one reset. I don't know what the holdup was. Here's Lampley. He'll bend his knees on the left side. Right-handed free throw. No good. So Lampley goes 1 of 3 on the charity stripe. 4:38 remaining here in the first. Sam Houston holds on to the 8-point advantage, 28-20. Bearkats 11-3 in the WAC. UTRGV 2-12. At halftime, stay with us. We'll have some score updates and also standings in the WAC. You don't want to miss that. As the Vaqueros have it here on the right side. Ball into the hands of Laquan Butler, guarded by Jaden Ray. Butler trying to work now from the paint. Flips one up. Boy, nice acrobatic move. Give him credit. Butler dropping that one in. And it is 28-22. Sam Houston only making 1 of their last 7 shots. They have got to find a way to put one down here. As Jaden Ray flips it up. Oh, baby, the alley-oop to Savion Flagg. How about that as he looks over at the ESPN cameras? Savion Flagg from Jaden Ray. Oh, baby, I don't think I've seen one that far all season long. As Ray absolutely threw it from the three-point line, and Savion Flagg skyrocketing into the air. And a little bit of a pose there as he fell on his back. We'll step aside and take a break. We've got an and one opportunity coming up here in a few moments. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory-trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp here live from the UTRGV Fieldhouse in Edinburgh, Texas. Sam Houston men's basketball leading UTRGV at the moment 30-22 after a ferocious slam by the Texas A&M graduate transfer Savion Flagg on the alley-oop that was thrown down there a few moments ago. I thought Jaden Ray threw it to him. The official score sheet was showing Ipe. I don't think that's correct. But nonetheless, the Bearkats needed a basket. They got it there from Savion Flagg. 3:54 remaining here in the first half as we're in a media timeout. I want to remind you that Bearkat fan text line is open. I'd love to hear from you tonight. Let me know that you're out there listening over the FM airwaves. If you're on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network, you can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that number 512-522-9105. Just text us. Let us know you're listening, your name, where you're listening from, and who you're cheering on. We'll get to those as the broadcast goes along. Also, for those of you joining us on our special In the Booth presentation on social media, I'd love to hear from you there as well. We always have a lot of folks chiming in, and quite a few of them tonight here watching and listening as well. You can send those comments to us in the social media feeds, and we'll put those up there for you as well. Well, we're tied up on rebounds, both teams with 14 apiece now. Sam Houston being out-rebounded on the offensive side 4-3, but on the defensive side 11-10, and that's how we sit at 14 apiece. Bearkats have dished out 8 assists, 5 turnovers here so far in this ball game. They have 5 steals. How about 14 points down in the paint for Sam Houston as they try to hold on to this lead here. Still plenty of time to go in the first half at 4:38. Savion Flagg with 10 points already in this ball game, and an and one opportunity coming up as we'll get back into play. The foul there before that was called on Mike Adewumi. Here's Savion Flagg, the free throw, the and one, it's good. And the Bearkats stretch their lead back here 31-22. 4 minutes to go. A little over 4 minutes actually here in the first half of play. Bring it to the front court. The Vaqueros have it into the hands of Johnson. Johnson over the left wing past Justin Johnson. A little Johnson and Johnson action. That shot no good from 3 by Justin Johnson. Rebound to Ipe. Here come the Bearkats now from right to left. Bringing it across midcourt is Jaden Ray. Ray over the left wing. Savion Flagg. Flagg guarded by Quentin Johnson II. He's double teamed behind the back pass to Ipe. Ipe flips it over. Here's Lampley. Right corner 3 off the front of the 10. Man, it was so close. And a beautiful pass down there by Ipe just wouldn't go in for Lamp. Also checking in a few moments ago, Damon Nicholas Jr. Always good to see him on the court. He is guarding Justin Johnson right now as Johnson trying to battle with him. Good defense. Has to pass over the left wing. A 3. This one rims in and out. No good for Adewumi. And the rebound finally back to the Bearkats. And Jaden Ray will look over his shoulder as he brings it here on the far side from right to left. Back over crossing center court, Jaden Ray. 2 points in this ball game. He's played in 15 minutes. He's actually played more minutes than any other player here for the Cats. Nicholas has it at the top of the 3 over right wing to Ipe. Ipe a couple of dribbles, handoff back over to Nicholas. Nicholas trying to work now from the right baseline. His shot no good. Good defense down there by Justin Johnson. And now the Vaqueros bringing it quickly from left to right, trailing 28-20 with about 4 minutes, actually 2:24 to go now here in the first half. As Adewumi, it's an offensive foul as he reached around Jaden Ray, and Adewumi picking up his second personal. That is the 9th team foul. But since it was in the since it was on the offensive side, of course, no free throws coming up here for Sam Houston. Lampley gets a high five from Ipe. Damon Nicholas Jr. will check back out of the game, and Javion May is back in. So again, the score 31-22. Sam Houston up front here with 1:56 remaining in the first half of play on the road. UTRGV scoreless in the last 2 minutes. Bearkats miss a shot here on the left side. There's a three-pointer taken, and now we've got a travel and a turnover by RGV back on the right side. So after the Cats miss a 3, RGV turns it over. I think it was Laquan Butler took an extra step. 1:56 again remaining here as the clock gets started. Bearkats will inbound and move from right to left. Jaden Ray into the front court, crossing that center court stripe, guarded by Laquan Butler. Crossover dribble to the left wing. Picks up it. Finds up top to Lampley. Lampley from the right wing. Down low over to Savion Flagg. Back over to Jaden Ray to Lampley on the right wing from the parking lot. Shot no good off the back. Gets his own rebound. Second three-pointer. This one no good as well. It was the same shot and the same exact result. Here comes RGV back over. It is Xavier Johnson off the right side, and his jumper is good. 31-24. That'll end a period here of a couple of minutes of no scoring. Sam Houston holds on to the 7-point advantage. Again, 31-24. Under a minute to go here in the first half. As Jaden Ray has it, a little bit of a separation here on the game clock and the shot clock. He'll take a jumper as it rims in and out on the left elbow. Rebound to Ipe. He'll turn around. His jumper no good. But a foul here against Tristan Ipe. It's called on Raekwon Taylor, his second personal foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Sam Houston's Tristan Ipe. That's the 10th team foul, by the way. That one was in the act of shooting, though, so Ipe will have an opportunity to shoot 2 here for Sam Houston. 6'8" junior forward. Averages 23 minutes a game and 6 points. He is a 60% free throw shooter. Made all of them. Hosting Abilene Christian, makes the first one here. He's got one more coming up. He was 5 for 5 from the free throw line versus ACU. So we'll have one more here. Ipe going 6 for 6 over the last 2 games now from the charity stripe. He's got one more coming up. So he'll take a couple of dribbles here. Ipe bends his knees. Left-handed free throw shot. This one no good. Well, he practices a lot of them. As I mentioned in pregame, took 100. Made about 88 of those or so, he said, in practice a few nights ago. 32-24. Sam Houston holds on to the lead here as UTRGV fires a three. This one good. Man, that shot was good from the right corner there by Laquan Butler. 32-27. Bearkats may have an opportunity here to hold for that last shot. No, there's still, there's about trying to see that separation, about a 6-second separation here. So Jaden Ray has it. He is the king of these last moment shots for the Bearkats, although Savion Flagg sent it to overtime in the previous matchup. Here's a high jumper off the top of the glass, no good. It goes out of bounds off Tristan Ipe. And so with 4.9 remaining, RGV will have a chance for the last shot. They're trailing here 32-27. They've cut into a 14-point deficit. Rio Grande Valley taking a jumper here at the buzzer, and the shot is no good there by Dante Houston Jr. That'll take us to halftime. Bearkats lead 32-27. We'll be back in about 3 minutes or so. I'll have the halftime report coming up for you, including scores from around the WAC and other information regarding this game. Again, Bearkats up front, 32-27. Stay with us, friends. We'll be back in a moment with halftime from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music. Whatever memories you have, you can trust the hometown experts at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we have planned and arranged thousands of services, each as unique as the life being celebrated. When it's time, you can trust us to help you and your family plan a remembrance to mirror a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because every life deserves to be celebrated.
101.7 KSAM and the Bearkat Sports Network welcome you to the Bearkat Basketball Halftime Show. Now let's go back courtside with Rob Hipp.
Welcome back,
Enjoy
friends.
a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville.
At HEB, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of HEB jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an HEB Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit HEB, your official game day headquarters, or use the Buy HEB app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Ticket Smarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at Ticketsmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on Ticketsmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. Ticketsmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Bearkat Athletics. Ticketsmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship. Enjoy a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville. Join the Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. For only $35 a year, your membership helps provide scholarship assistance, plus networking, a travel program, discounts on home and auto insurance, car rentals, event tickets, and much more. Connect with your Bearkat pride and spirit by joining the Alumni Association. Go online, alumni.shsu.edu. As a member, you can be a part of something bigger. The Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. Join today.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
101.7 KSAM and the Bearkat Sports Network welcome you to the Bearkat Basketball Halftime Show. Now let's go back courtside with Rob Hipp.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here live from UTRGV Fieldhouse, Edinburgh, Texas. Thanks for joining us for Sam Houston men's basketball. The Bearkats leading the Vaqueros here at halftime, 32-27. Sam Houston got on the board first in this ball game about 12 seconds into it. On the first possession, Javion May hit a driving layup for 2 points. Bearkats leading 2-0. Then UTRGV a couple of minutes later, they responded after Sam Houston missing a couple of shots. Justin Johnson hit a three-pointer. UTRGV led 3-2. That was the only lead for the Vaqueros in this ball game. As Savion Flagg responded with a jumper of his own. You trading a few here. Sam Houston actually got up to a pretty considerable lead at one point. It was 15-3 as Savion Flagg hit a layup for his 8th point of the game off of a Jaden Ray assist. And again, at that point, Bearkats leading 15-3. Finally, UTRGV responding at the 14-minute mark as Xavier Johnson hit a layup. Bearkats, though, right back. Dante Powers, as he scored his 4th point, 17-5 at that moment. Bearkats would continue to stretch throughout this game. They led by as many as 14, but UTRGV pulling it back at one point, 22-14, after a couple of free throws, make it 22-15 by Quentin Johnson for the Vaqueros. Sam Houston goes on another bit of a run. Jaden Ray had a couple of free throws to lead 26-18. Bearkats holding on. Kuba Kowalski, how about his 5 points in the first half as well? He had a monster slam in that one, 27-20 at that point at the 6:57 mark. Savion Flagg also throwing one down with authority. We called that one maybe one of the biggest alley-oops that I have seen all season. That was at the 3:54 mark as the Bearkats leading 30-22. They officially credited Tristan Ipe with that assist. I thought it was from Jaden Ray, but maybe I missaw the number. But in any case, man, just a monster of an alley-oop as that one went from the three-point line, and Savion Flagg had to skyrocket into the air, pulled that one down, slammed it home with authority, and then Mike Adewumi was charged with the foul. Savion Flagg completed the and one opportunity, and the Bearkats led 31-22 at that point. We'd go through about another minute or two, and then finally the Bearkats able to get another point. It was Tristan Ipe who was fouled. He made 1 of 2, and we go to halftime 32-27. That's where we sit. We'll step aside. We'll take a brief break, and when we come back, I'll talk about more of this one. We'll also start to look around the Western Athletic Conference. Stay with us, friends. We'll be back in 2 minutes. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music. Whatever memories you have, you can trust the hometown experts at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we have planned and arranged thousands of services, each as unique as the life being celebrated. When it's time, you can trust us to help you and your family plan a remembrance to mirror a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because every life deserves to be celebrated.
At HEB, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of HEB jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an HEB Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit HEB, your official game day headquarters, or use the My HEB app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
Back at it, friends. Thanks for joining us here. Halftime on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. I'm Rob Hipp, your play-by-play announcer. And again, so thankful that you could join us here.
We know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of HEB jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an HEB Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit HEB, your official game day headquarters, or use the My HEB app to order curbside.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here as Sam Houston men's basketball halftime continues. The Bearkats leading 32-27 here at the half mark. I wanted to look around the rest of the WAC. We'll do that here in just a few moments as we continue to talk about this one. So far, Sam Houston in this ball game, as they were shooting hot to start with, but man, they have cooled way off now. 10 of 28 at 36% in the first half. 9 of 26 for the Vaqueros, shooting 34%. Sam Houston being out-rebounded. I talk about one of those Emblem Properties keys to the game brought from head coach Jason Hooten. They said they got to out-rebound their opponents. Well, tonight, getting out-rebounded 21-18. 5 each on the offensive boards for each team, but the Bearkats being out-rebounded 16-13 on the defensive glass. 8 assists for Sam Houston in that first half, 6 for UTRGV. The Bearkats turned it over 5 times. The Vaqueros turned it over 7. Also for Sam Houston, 5 steals. They had 14 points in the paint, 6 fouls in that first half. And for the Vaqueros, no blocks in the first half. They had 4 steals, 10 points down in the paint, and also 10 fouls. As the leading scorer for Sam Houston, Savion Flagg, with 11 points. He started out 3 of 4, but has cooled off now. Only 4 of 10 from the field and 1 of 5 from downtown. He's 2 of 3 from the charity stripe with 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers in 17 minutes. Again, Savion Flagg has 11 points in this ball game. DeMarcus Lampley has 7 behind him. Kuba Kowalski with a hard-fought 5 points so far, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Dante Powers has 4, and then Javion May and Jaden Ray with a pair apiece. Ipe has that 1 single point on 1 of 2 from free throw shooting. Xavier Johnson leading the Vaqueros. He has 11 points in this ball game, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from downtown. He's perfect from the charity stripe. Also has 1 assist in 17 minutes. Again, Johnson, one of the starters, with 11 points. And only 2 other players behind him scoring. It is Butler with 8, and then Johnson, talking about Justin Johnson with 5, and then also Quentin Johnson with 3. A lot of Johnsons on this player. That's why I say their first names. There's Xavier Johnson, there's Justin Johnson, and then there's Quentin Johnson the second. So that's why you'll hear me call their first names. I don't want you to get confused with which Johnson is out there. And so that is kind of where things are at. I said earlier we're playing at the UTRGV Fieldhouse. That is not correct. I'm sorry for that mistake, friends. We're actually playing where the RGV Vipers play, part of the NBA G League, a beautiful facility there at the Burt Ogden Arena. And so it is a beautiful setup, and looking forward to the second half. We'll take a very quick break for 30 seconds. When we come back, I'll talk about the WAC scores from around the league. Many games already final this evening. This is a late one here, and then we'll talk more about this ball game. Stay with us. We'll actually go ahead and take 2 minutes. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Enjoy a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville.
Back at it, friends. Thanks for joining us from the Burt Ogden Arena. I'm Rob Hipp as Sam Houston men's basketball at halftime leading the Vaqueros 32-27. We're still about 6 minutes or so before we get things underway in the second half. Very briefly, wanted to jump ship and talk a little Sam Houston baseball as the Bearkats have a 4-game homestand to open up the season. They defeated Nebraska last night, part of those 4 games versus Nebraska at the Dawn in an 8-5 victory. And they also defeated them here, part of a doubleheader that got underway at 2 o'clock as Sam Houston winning that game 5-1, so one more currently in play. Sam Houston baseball looking very strong. They'll have one more final game tomorrow at 1 o'clock versus Nebraska. Still tickets available. Visit GoBearkats.com. We'll get back to basketball here for Sam Houston as we look around the Western Athletic Conference at the half right now. New Mexico State on the road in Phoenix at Grand Canyon. They are leading that game 42-28. Of course, this one again, Sam Houston at UTRGV 32-27. And then other scores that were going final today. Tarleton State at Chicago State, 79-60 victory there. California Baptist losing on the road just barely to Seattle, 67-64. And then SFA all over Lamar in Beaumont on the road, 70-56. So that's what's happening with that latest update. Sam Houston in the Western Athletic Conference, I believe, still remains in third place right now. SFA behind them, 10-4. Of course, Sam Houston owns the tiebreaker versus SFA versus Grand Canyon as well. Grand Canyon at 9-4. So we'll definitely keep our eyes open on that New Mexico State game, as well as what Seattle continues to do. Victorious today. They're on a 4-game winning streak now as they try to stay atop the WAC. So it is Seattle at the top, New Mexico State in that second position, and then Sam Houston in that third spot. That's how things level up in the Western Athletic Conference as we go down the stretch here. And I mentioned earlier, this opens up a 3-game road trip for Sam Houston. The Bearkats, of course, here today at UTRGV. Then they'll face Stephen F. Austin in Nacogdoches. And wrapping up that 3-game road stand on February the 26th, a week from today at Grand Canyon. We'll have all those games right here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. One final game at home is hosting Tarleton. We need a record-breaking crowd at Johnson Coliseum to cheer on the Bearkats. So make sure you come out. Please get your tickets at GoBearkats.com. Also encourage the students to come out. If you're part of a fraternity or sorority, get with your group and come out and support these Bearkat players. Again, March the 3rd, hosting Tarleton before the WAC tournament gets underway March 10th through the 12th. We'll step aside. We'll take 1-minute final break as we'll have the second half coming up. Again, Sam Houston men's basketball leading UTRGV 32-27. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music. Whatever memories you have, you can trust the hometown experts at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we have planned and arranged thousands of services, each as unique as the life being celebrated. When it's time, you can trust us to help you and your family plan a remembrance to mirror a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because every life deserves to be celebrated.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been the Bearkat Basketball Halftime Show. We'll be right back with the second half of tonight's game on the Bearkat Sports Network and 101.7 KSAM.
We'll go ahead and keep it right here, friends. 1:20 remaining here at halftime. Sam Houston about to get back underway here on the road, Bert Ogden Arena, home of the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Earlier I was saying the UTRGV Fieldhouse. That wasn't correct, so I apologize for that, as we just want to make sure we get it right over to you. But Sam Houston again leading 32-27 as we are moments away from getting back into action here. I want to remind you that our broadcast is made possible by our good friends at HEB. No store does more than my HEB. Also, we appreciate those comments continuing to come in the booth on our social media feeds across Facebook and YouTube. Jonathan Knobloch was messaging us earlier. Dave Richardson saying need to put our foot on the gas in the second half and put this game away. Agree with you wholeheartedly there, Dave. And also, as I just mentioned, Jonathan Knobloch, our good buddy, joining us, saying tough end to the regular season, but we can do it. Jonathan is quickly becoming a Sam Houston superfan. We appreciate all of his support, and we need more support from guys just like him to come out and support these young men. So thanks for all you do, and all of you that always support Sam Houston Athletics. Again, you can get your tickets for not just men's basketball, women's basketball as well. Very easy. Just go to GoBearkats.com. Again, that is where you can find all of your Sam Houston ticket and schedule information. I was trying to get a score update as well. A final today, a little bit earlier, as Sam Houston women's basketball getting back into the win column, defeating UTRGV at home. That was at Johnson, 69-49. So good job there as the Sam Houston ladies, 6th in the Western Athletic Conference. And they were on a streak there for a while, winning 7 in a row, trying to make it 8. They fell short on one game, but then coming back and victorious here today. We'll get back into action here live from Bert Ogden Arena, home of the Vipers, as we get underway here. As the control coming out in the second half. UTRGV will move from right to left. They're trailing 32-27. And right away we go. A foul here. I believe it's going to go against UTRGV, so we come right out of the gate, and a foul is called against Merrick Nelson. So Nelson will pick up his third, and I mean, literally, we're only 10 seconds or so into this second half. So Merrick with his third personal, first team foul. 32-27, second half underway, as Sam Houston will get it here moving from left to right. Jaden Ray has it. They'll switch directions, of course, here in the second half. Up top over to Ipe, left wing. Lampley for three. Too short. That one fell dead off the front of the 10. Rebound controlled on that near side, moving from right to left. Laquan Butler, but now a steal. Bearkats have it. Here's Flag for two. This one won't fall as he quickly took a shot. Savion's shooting woes continue. Now only 4 of 11 here in a ball game. Bearkats trying to find some more from the field. UTRGV has it back here, moving from right to left. Ball up top over to Johnson the second. Around the world we go, into the hands of Butler. Butler standing in between the half-court line and the top of the three, guarded by Lampley. Butler trying to work a left-handed dribble as Lampley reaching it in, poking away. Butler able to hold on to it inside the paint off the right side. Shot no good. Rebound May. Here come the Bearkats on the far side. It's Jaden Ray. Zigzag off the left side. Shot good. Bake it home, baby. It's Rocket Man. As he dropped it in off the left side of the glass, the Bearkats have the first basket of this second half, leading 34-27. UTRGV back with it here as they'll move from right to left. Trying to go to the right wing, up top here into the hands, working a left-handed dribble from the elbow. The jump shot is no good by Xavier Johnson. Rebound Savion Flag. in 34-27. Sam Houston up front. Now a turnover as Javion May lost the handle. Johnson the second. Lay it up and good off the left side of the glass. So Quentin Johnson the second. The layup is good off the Justin Johnson assist. A little Johnson and Johnson going on. Javion May picks up his second personal. That's the first team foul of the second half by Sam Houston. So free throw coming up here for Quentin Johnson the second, and one opportunity. So he'll take a deep breath. He's having a heck of a game here. As he'll put it up on its way and good, and he's got his 6th point. And boy, it's all pulled down now to a 4-point game. Sam Houston at 1 point, led by 14 in the first half. Now only holding on by 4, 34-30, 18:02 to go here in the first on that Miller time game clock. Up top over to Jaden Ray, left wing to Marcus Lampley, bounce it over to Tristan Ipe. Ipe from the free throw line, finds Ray near that left wing. Now on the left sideline, going in left baseline, pass into the paint over to Javion May to Lampley. Lampley's got to shoot here, 1 on the shot clock. May fires it, it's on its way off the front of the rim. No good, the putback. Oh, baby, the putback is good by Savion Flagg. So the Bearkats with the putback there as time expired. The shot was missed. Flagg was there. 36-30, 17-20 to go on the Miller time game clock here in the first. As Butler brings it in. That ball ripped away. Here come the Bearkats. Javion May, one-on-one. Good, and one off the left side of the glass as he was battling Quentin Johnson the second. Bearkats stretching it back here to 8, 38-30. With 17-18 to go in the first. Great opportunity here as Javion May goes coast to coast with the steal. The foul was called on Quentin Johnson the second. That is his second personal. And the second team foul here of this second half. Javion May shooting the free throw here, trying to make the end one. It's on its way. Good for Javion May at the bottom of the net. And the Cats have stretched it back 39-30. Here with 17-14 to go in the second half. Ricky Nelson bringing it in the front court from right to left. Jaden Ray pushed him to the ground, man. Nelson hit the deck pretty hard down there, and that is a foul against Jaden Ray, his first personal, and the second team foul, beg your pardon, of this second half. So again, 2 team fouls. Jaden Ray picking up his first. Back in action we are. RGV has it on the left side. Johnson the second. Now another whistle and a foul here. This one's going to go against Javion May. So Javion May will head over to the bench. Dante Powers checking in for him. That is the 3rd personal for Javion May. And the 3rd team foul of this second half. As he just reached in a little bit too much on that hip. I love the aggressiveness of Javion May. He is such a leader on this team. Dante Powers checking in. Inbound goes over to Ricky Nelson. Here's a 3 from the left wing. Good there by Quentin Johnson the second. 39-33. Bearkats on top by 6. With 16:48 to go here in the ball game. Jaden Ray double teamed. Ipe's open. Fires it over to Dante Powers has it. Now over to Savion Flagg. Flips inside the paint. That shot good for Savion Flagg. 41-33. Bearkats trading baskets here. With 16:24 to go. On the Miller time game clock, ball up top to Justin Johnson on the left side. Johnson now on the near side, trying to work from the first key on the left side of the paint. Turnaround jumper, no, he darts it inside to his teammate Raquan Taylor. That shot's no good, but he gets his own board. Battling here against Ipe. Ipe blocks it, and a jump ball possession arrow will go to Sam Houston. Boy, great move there. Tristan Ipe will be credited with a steal. Raquan Taylor will head out of the ball game. Dante Houston checks in. Man, I just love watching Tristan Ipe down on that court. Here come the Bearkats leading 41-33. Ipe back over to Savion Flagg. Left baseline. Pass down to Ipe. Flip it up left side. Good. Beautiful ball movement. Savion Flagg with his assist down there to Tristan Ipe. And the Bearkats have stretched it back to 10 now, 43-33. Sam Houston leading. RGV back to the left side. It's into the hands of Xavier Johnson. He'll pass all the way across court up top to Nelson. And a whistle here. And Ricky Nelson turns it over. It's his third turnover of the ball game. Sam Houston leading by 10, 43-33, 15:30 to go. We'll step aside and take a break for 90 seconds on a media timeout from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp here live from Redbird, Texas, as UTRGV, the host team tonight, they're trailing your Sam Houston Bearkat men's basketball program 43-33. Sam Houston on a tear, making 5 of their last 6 shots. However, three-pointers have not been there for them tonight. Only one of their last 11. They're 3 of 16 overall at 18%. Savion Flagg 1 of 6. DeMarcus Lampley 2 of 8. That's all she wrote from three-point land. But the Bearkats finding a way to hold on here as they continue to stretch this back. Now shooting back up to 41%. That's a good number because they got down into the mid-30s a little bit earlier. And for UTRGV, they have cooled off, continued 11 of 30 at 36% from the field. Sam Houston still being out-rebounded 23-21 in this ball game. Bearkats have only turned it over 6 times, though, and that is a good number. You want to keep those numbers as low as you can. So we'll whistle back into action here. Again, thanks for joining us. This game made possible in part by our good friends at HEB. No store does more than my HEB. As we'll whistle this one back into action. Sam Houston in their black jerseys, black shorts with the white and orange triangles. Their road jerseys. Bearkats have it here on the right side. Jaden Ray over to Jaron Cook. Back to Ray on the left baseline. Ray spinning around. We got a whistle here. And Jaden Ray may have took an extra step with it. He turned it over. It's his 3rd turnover of the ball game. 43-33, Sam Houston by 10. As RGV will inbound here, they'll move from right to left in their white jerseys, white shorts, and the orange numbers. Bringing in the front court is Ricky Nelson, the guard. Nelson over the right wing finds Johnson. This shot up and good for Justin Johnson. The 6'6" junior guard able to find some rhythm here. Yes, he'll give his team a couple of points, 43-35. Sam Houston with it on the right side, up top over to Ipe. Ipe inside the paint, trying to slam it home, and he misses it. And here comes RGV. It's a rare miss down there on a slam attempt by Ipe. Vaqueros have it. Here's a shot inside the paint. It's good for Justin Johnson. So Johnson here finding some rhythm as he'll pull his team back close by 6, 43-37, 14:24 to go on that Miller time game clock here in the first. Ipe has it for the Cats up top. Over to Jaron Cook from inside the paint on the right side. Too strong. Shot's not there. Rebound Justin Johnson. Johnson, he may want to go coast to coast here. No, he'll flip it over to the corner on the right side. And a whistle here before the shot goes up. It is a foul on Dante Powers. For Dante Powers, that is his 3rd personal, 4th team foul by Sam Houston. Tough break there as Dante Powers with the foul. Tristan Ipe will check out of the game. The fan favorite Kuba Kurwowski back in for Sam Houston. Bearkats with 14 fouls, 2 for UTRGV, 14-10 to go on that Miller time game clock here in the ball game. Bearkats leading by 6, 43-37. Johnson set to inbound here in just a few moments. They may have another substitution here. Raquan Taylor will check back into the ball game. So Raquan Taylor is in. He'll guard Kuba Kurwowski, or Kuba Kurwowski will guard him, rather. Inbound pass here by Justin Johnson. All the way up top goes to Xavier Johnson. He'll launch a long three. Bounces off the front of the rim. Rebound, Kuba Kurwowski. That's why you got him in there. The 7'2" center can haul him in. Here comes Jaden Ray for the Cats from left to right on the far side. Near that left wing, right-handed dribble. Bounce goes over to Savion Flagg. Flagg working here against Justin Johnson. Launches a shot. It's no good. The jumper was from about 14, near inside that left wing. UTRGV back with it. Down inside the paint, here is Justin Johnson. Turns it over. Powers behind the back dribble. It's 1-on-2. Powers, this one knocked away and it goes out of bounds. So it will stay with Sam Houston. Good effort there by Dante Powers.
Good job, buddy.
As the Cats will inbound here, leading 43-37. Just a little over 13 and a half to go here in the ball game. Jaden Ray inbounding. Over to Savion Flagg on the left wing. Flagg fires one up top over to Powers. Powers trying to work a battle here. The battle starting. Splits through 2 defenders. Left side. Shot's no good. And a foul there as Justin Johnson. Actually, it was Xavier Johnson reaching in on him. Not sure if that was in the act of shooting or not. So, no, they say it was not in the act of shooting. Bearkats will inbound, put up a shot here, and it's no good by Savion Flagg. A step back shot was missed as he tried to juke a defender. Surprised that was not in the act of shooting on Dante Powers. Score remains 43-37, 13 to go here in the first. Justin Johnson, boy, he's making it look easy as he lays it up off the left side of the glass. He's got 11 points in this ball game now. It's 43-39. Bearkats have got to respond here. Still holding on, nursing that lead, but a 6-0 run by UTRGV has given them some life. Bearkats have not scored in over 3 minutes. Jaden Ray has it at the top on the right side. Over to Jaron Cook. Fires one down in the paint to Kuba Kurwowski. Kurwowski, boy, just tried to drop one over to Savion Flagg, and that was just way too light. Here's a three from the right wing, well off the mark here for Xavier Johnson. Kurwowski hauling for the rebound, and a 1-and-1 jump ball. They're going to keep it with UTRGV. 43-39, 12:30 to go on the Miller time game clock here in the second half. Bearkats holding on to the lead. They stretched it back to 10 moments ago, but a 6-0 run over the last 3.5 for UTRGV has given them some life here. Bearkats led by as many as 14 back in the first, as Jaron Cook will head back over to the bench. Jaden Ray also back out. He'll go to the bench. Javon Grant checking in for him. Here's the inbound pass by RGV. It'll go over to Xavier Johnson. Jumper's not there. And Dante Powers has the rebound. Powers through 2 defenders. Back over to Flagg. Straight away 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound. Javion May, who checked back in. And May was fouled. The foul is on Justin Johnson. It's his first personal, 3rd team foul by Rio Grande Valley. Savion Flagg shooting was continually 1 of 7 from downtown. Score remains 43-39, 12:04 to go on that Miller time game clock here in the second half. Not in the act of shooting, so the Bearkats' Javon Grant will inbound up top over to Kuba Kurwowski on the right elbow. Hand off to Javon Grant to the right wing. The pass goes to Savion Flagg. Flagg here guarded by Justin Johnson. Launches it back over the right wing. Javion May down low. Kuba Kurwowski goes off his fingertips and out of bounds. So Kuba Kurwowski down there. They may have credited the turnover on Javion May. 43-39. Bearkats have not scored in 4 minutes. A 6-0 run by UTRGV. Ricky Nelson brings it into the front court from right to left. He's guarded by Javon Grant. A Over to the right wing, Justin Johnson. Step in. No, pass down. Left side, good. Raquan Taylor, the recipient of the assist. And it is now 43-41. Only a 2-point game for the Bearkats. Sam Houston has it here on the right side. Trying to go over to Savion Flagg. Flagg here, posting up inside the paint. Drops it off Kowalski. Kowalski fought his way inside and lays it up and good off the left side of the glass. 45-41, Bearkats by 4. And a critical shot there by Kuba Kowalski, as the Bearkats had not scored in a considerable amount of time, over 4 minutes. It was an 8-0 run by RGV. 45-41, 10:57 to go here in the first. Justin Johnson almost loses the handle. Round we go to the corner. Laquan Butler now driving inside. Down to 1 on the shot clock. Here's a 3, Justin Johnson, and Kowalski has the rebound on the missed jumper. Dante Powers has it on the far side from left to right. Flips it, no look over to Savion Flagg. Wide open 3. That shot no good as it dropped off the corner, but Javion May has the board. Back up top to Javon Grant. Grant holding some time here, down to 10 on the shot clock. Not sure what he's waiting on here. Down to 9, 8. Javon Grant has it on the left wing, guarded by Ricky Nelson. They've got to look up here. Down to 2. Turnaround jumper, Savion Flagg. That's well off the mark and a shot clock violation. Boy, Bearkats here, they've just went cold as Savion Flagg only 6 of 17. He's got 15 points. The Bearkats 16 of 43 overall from the field. We'll step aside on a media timeout for 90 seconds. Sam Houston nursing the 4-point advantage, 45-41 with 10:09 remaining. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
At HEB, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of HEB jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an HEB Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit HEB, your official game day headquarters, or use the Buy HEB app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated is a family-owned, full-service business based in Huntsville, Texas for over 20 years. They do business cards, decals, yard signs, banners, and billboards, to name a few. They can design and fabricate electrical signs to fit your business needs. Busted signs and lights? Their 45-foot bucket truck and in-house electrician can service you. They are located at 625 Highway 190 East. Give them a call at 936-435-9966. Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated looks forward to serving you.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp here in Reddenburg, Texas. Thanks for joining us. Sam Houston men's basketball on the road tonight at UTRGV. Bearkats holding on to that 4-point advantage, 45-41, 10:09 remaining on that Miller Time game clock. UTRGV on a 4-game skid right now. There are only 2 wins in Western Athletic Conference play. The first one was on January the 13th, hosting Chicago State, an 85-63 victory there. And then on February the 2nd, as they were home to Lamar in a 93-79 victory. But since then, it's been losses 3 in a row on the road at Abilene Christian, at Seattle U, at California Baptist, and then they lose hosting Seattle U 102-62 in the previous matchup just a few nights ago. But they are giving Sam Houston some work here. 45-41, Bearkats nursing that 4-point advantage. As UTRGV has went scoreless in the last minute and a half, Sam Houston, though, only making 1 of their last 7 shots. As the Vaqueros will inbound here on the Bearkat baseline. They'll have to move from right to left. The inbound goes to Ricky Nelson from Mike Adewumi. Ricky Nelson has it, crossing the center court logo over to the right wing. Crossing over, Javon Grant has him up top. Now the pass goes to Butler. Butler at the top of the three. Powers guarding him. Chest pass to Johnson. Johnson from the left elbow launches this one over to Ricky Nelson. Able to hold on to it. Almost went out of bounds on that right corner. Pass goes to the top of the free throw line. Here is a blocking foul against Javion May as Dante Houston Jr. was driving in. Maybe they'll call it, actually, yeah, they're going to call it on Justin Johnson, thankfully. So Javion May taking the charge, and Justin Johnson with his second turnover on his second personal foul of the night. That is the fourth team foul by RGV. Actually make it 5 team fouls now. Sam Houston has it here from right to left over to Savion Flagg inside the paint. Good off the right side of the glass. Man, he made that one look very hard as he was lowering his left shoulder and awkwardly threw it up, and it banked it in. 47-41, Bearkats with the advantage. Vaqueros back here, and they turn it over. So a turnover here will give it right back to Sam Houston. As the Vaqueros now scoreless in the last 3 minutes, Bearkats finding a little bit of juice, stretching it back to 6, 47-41. 9:09 remaining on the Miller Time game clock here in the ball game. Javon Grant has it up top over to Savion Flagg at the 3. Right-handed pass to Powers, right wing 3, no good. Rebound, batted back over to Savion Flagg. An offensive rebound, and now Savion Flagg threw it down low. It bounced off of Adewumi, so it will stay with Sam Houston. Boy, Bearkats are only 3 of 19 from three-point land. 15%. And that's been a tough one there for them tonight, trying to make those threes. They're just not falling in. They were only 5 of 18 in the overtime victory versus Abilene Christian, but of course that big one by Savion Flagg that sent it into overtime. Here's the Bearkats, left wing 3. Dante Powers is fouled, shooting the 3. And it's on Dante Houston. It's his first personal. Well, we'll see if they give it to him. I thought he was in the act of shooting 3. He was, so Dante Powers will shoot 3 here. That foul was on Dante Houston, his first personal. That is the 6th team foul. So 3 free throws coming up here for Dante Powers. Misses the first one. He's only a 65% free throw shooter. Entering this ballgame, only 11 of 17. He's played in all 27 games. Of course, we know Dante's dad, Eric, very well. Second free throw on the way. Good at the bottom of the net. He'll have one more. 48-41 Bearkats. Very critical down the stretch to hit those free throws. As Mike Adewumi heads back over to the bench, he'll check out, and in for him, Quentin Johnson II. Third free throw, good as well. So Dante Powers makes 2 of 3, and the Bearkats stretch it back to 8, 49-41. Vaqueros bringing it here from right to left. 8:29 remaining in the ball game on the Miller Time game clock. Justin Johnson inside the paint, slam it home. Boy, he threaded the needle. Found the eye of that needle and made it look easy as he went through 2 Bearkat defenders, splitting Javion May and Grant down there and slammed it in. It's 49-43. Sam Houston back with it here on the right side. Dante Powers, who had the 2 free throws earlier, goes down to Ipe. Ipe hands it off on the baseline, right under the rim to Javion May, and May drops it in. 51-43 Bearkats. Beautiful pass there from Tristan Ipe. Justin Johnson has it at the top of the 3. He'll take a long 2, actually, and that's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. That'll turn it right back to Sam Houston, leading 51-43. So the Bearkats finding a little bit of life. Javion May has made 3 of his last 4. Sam Houston, though, only 1 of their last 14 from downtown, and 3 of 19 overall. They're shooting 18 of 46 at 39% from the field. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back in 90 seconds after a media timeout from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory-trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music. Whatever memories you have, you can trust the hometown experts at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we have planned and arranged thousands of services, each as unique as the life being celebrated. When it's time, you can trust us to help you and your family plan a remembrance to mirror a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because every life deserves to be celebrated.
Welcome back and a pleasant good evening to your friends. Rob Hipp, your play-by-play announcer for Sam Houston men's basketball on the road in Edinburgh, Texas, facing the Vaqueros of UTRGV. Bearkat men leading 51-43. Sam Houston went cold for a while, but they have found a way to find some juice and stretch the lead back. They got it down to within 2, did UTRGV. Sam Houston again stretching it back here. Quick WAC scoreboard update as New Mexico State on the road at Grand Canyon. They're leading 59-41 with 13:15 to go in that matchup. That final earlier we talked about California Baptist at Seattle. Seattle victorious on their home floor 67-64. And then SFA all over Lamar and Beaumont 70-56. Tarleton State also victorious at Chicago State earlier today 79-60. We'll get back into it here as the Bearkats have it, moving from left to right. 7:30 to go on the Miller time game clock. Javion May back into the ball game. A little bit of foul trouble, though, as he's got 3. May at the top. He'll find Ipe. Ipe tried to flip one in, and it got ripped away by Laquan Butler, who checked back in. So the turnover there by Ipe. Good job by Butler stripping it from him. He'll be credited with his 4th steal of the ball game already. And here's RGV back over to the left wing. It was Xavier Johnson. That 3 no good. Rebound by Ipe. And on the near side here, Javon Grant, as he'll waltz his way into the front court from left to right. 7 minutes to go. Bearkats lead 51-43. Here's Grant. He gets knocked from behind. So Javon Grant is fouled by Laquan Butler. It's Butler's 2nd personal. And the 7th team foul now by UTRGV. That one in the act of shooting, so Javon Grant at the line to shoot 2. The freshman guard for Sam Houston, a 55% free throw shooter. So Grant here takes the first one on its way, good at the bottom of the net. Javon Grant out of Pittsburgh, Kansas, Pittsburgh High School, the freshman, 5'11", 155. Had a high of 9 points this season versus Bradley. 2nd free throw, good as well. Makes both of them. Critical free throws there for the freshman under pressure. That'll stretch it back to a 10-point advantage for Sam Houston, 53-45. So RGV hasn't scored in several minutes now. Trailing by 10. 6:45 to go on the Miller time game clock. So Laquan Butler has it. Guarded by Javon Grant out there way up top on the right wing. Now he'll rotate inside from the elbow. Forces the issue, banks it home off the top right side of the glass. Boy, Laquan Butler had to fight for every inch of that rim and dropped it in. It's 53-45. Sam Houston with the advantage. Javon Grant works in, wide open, lay it up and good off the left side. How about that for the freshman? As he found some rhythm, got inside, Bearkats back by 10, 55-45. Laquan Butler, he's had a hot hand here, passes over to Justin Johnson. Johnson from the right side of the key, now inside the paint. It's blocked by Ipe, picked up by Powers, up front to Lampley. Lampley can't lay it up, and Jaron Cook able to save it. Grant gets it ripped away. And here comes RGV from right to left. Inside is Xavier Johnson. He'll flip it up. And we got a whistle and a foul here. Ipe picks up the foul. That's his first personal. And the 5th team foul by Sam Houston here in this second half. Tough one there as Ipe got a hand up on him. That'll send Xavier Johnson to the line, shooting 2. Xavier Johnson already in this ball game with 11 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Here's the first one on the way. It's good from the right hand. We'll have one more coming up, 55-46. Bearkats up front. Eric Powers saying the Bearkats need to run away right now. I couldn't agree more, my friend. I've got to seal this game. Second free throw is good. 5:44 remaining on that Miller time game clock. 55-47. Sam Houston keeping the advantage here. Jaden Ray has it in the front court on the near side. Rotates up top off the high screen from Ipe, now to the left wing. Couple of left-handed dribbles. Rotate back to his right hand up top 3 to Dante Powers. Give and go from Ipe back to Powers. Powers flings one down inside the circle to Savion Flagg. Turnaround jumper there is partially blocked. It's a miss. Here comes UTRGV. They're trailing here 55-47, 5 minutes to go. Butler has it into the front court. Over here to Johnson. Xavier Johnson, 3 is good. Not what you wanted to happen here if you're a Bearkat fan. 55-50. Sam Houston led by 10, got cut back down to 5, 4:50 to go here in the ball game. It's over to Savion Flagg on the left wing from Ipe. Ipe setting the high screen. He'll rotate down, runs baseline. Over to Lampley on the right wing. Lamp trying to find some separation. He'll step back long, too. Off the back of the rim, and it won't fall. Went off the back, bounced off the front. Score remains 55-50. 4:27 to go here in Edinburgh tonight. Here's a 3 from Xavier Johnson. This one is no good. He made the previous one, and the rebound by Savion Flagg. Ray. He'll call a timeout as he runs over the sideline. Sam Houston wants to talk things over. We'll take it with him here for 60 seconds. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Ticket Smarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Bearkat Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
At HEB, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of HEB jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an HEB Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit HEB, your official game day headquarters, or use the Buy HEB app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
55-50, Sam Houston men's basketball leading UTRGV. 4:11 remaining on the Miller time game clock. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob Hipp, as always. I want to thank our good friends at HEB. No store does more than my HEB. Also, many friends joining us tonight in the booth. Also on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. Big hello to my good friend, Mr. Ken Holland. One of the Bearkat faithful, as Ken has been a longtime supporter of everything Sam Houston. Appreciate you, Ken. As always, thanks for chiming in, my good friend. Also, Eric Power sending messages back in the booth earlier, and Dave Richardson saying crunch time, man. Couldn't agree more. Sam Houston got to hold on here down the stretch. Don't want any deja vu that we saw in a few games ago after Sam Houston was on a nice win streak, and then they dropped that game at home versus Utah Valley 57-54. I say they were on a nice win streak. They had defeated Dixie State prior to that, then lost at Seattle U. But nonetheless, Sam Houston got to hold on here. Still plenty of time in this ball game for RGV to get back into it. They have only led by 1 point at the 3-2 mark. Sam Houston led by 14 when it was 20-6 Back in the first, when there was 12:21 to go on that Miller time game clock. Sam Houston needs a three-pointer here. They'll inbound the basketball. Goes over, Dante Powers. Powers over to Lampley. Lampley retreats. Corner three on the way. Turn on the lights, baby. It's DeMarcus Lampley. From downtown, they needed a three. And I think Lampley nailed it. I thought he had an and one. He did not. 58-50. So Lampley finding the juice there. I just said coming out of it, the Bearkats needed a three. They got it. Back the other way. Here's a shot off the left side by Justin Johnson. No good. He gets the offensive rebound on the second putback. No good either, but he's fouled. That foul's going to go on Tristan Ipe, his second personal, sixth team foul. Sam Houston is out rebounding UTRGV now 34-31. That's one of the Emblem Properties real estate Coach Jason Hooten keys to the game. Also just shooting better, but 20 of 52, 38%. That's a tough one tonight here for Sam Houston. UTRGV is 18-47. Got a timeout on the court. We'll take it with them for 60 seconds. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory-trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville. Enjoy a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville.
Back at it here. Sam Houston called the timeout. It was stretched to a media timeout. Bearkat men's basketball leading the Vaqueros of UTRGV 58-50. 3:43 remaining on that Miller time game clock down the stretch as Sam Houston trying to keep their foot on the gas pedal. Their last field goal about 20 or 30 seconds ago, at least on the clock, it was DeMarcus Lampley hitting a three-pointer and going into double digits now with 10 points off the Dante Powers assist. Dante Powers 6 points in his ball game. He's got 2 assists. Bearkats have dished it out 14 times. 11 assists so far for RGV here in this ball game. Again, Sam Houston will come out of the timeout. RGV here out of Wami's giving his teammates a pat on the back as he patted Raquan Taylor. Raquan Taylor only 2 points in this ball game, but 7 rebounds. That's second on the team in this game, only behind Justin Johnson. And free throws coming up here for Justin Johnson. He was fouled by Ipe before we went to that timeout that was stretched to a media. So Justin Johnson at the line here. 13 points, 2 free throws, critical here for RGV's. Johnson, the first one is good. He'll have one more coming up. (58-51). Justin Johnson takes one dribble, takes 2, bends his knees, right-handed delivery on the way, it's good as well. Now 58-52. Sam Houston only making 1 of their last 6 shots. It was a three-pointer by Lampley. Ball goes over to Savion Flagg. Fire over to Dante Powers. Here on the corner now is Jaden Ray. Ray back over to Powers near the left wing. Up top to Savion Flagg. Flagg swings it inside the paint. Throws one up. This shot no good. May have had a block on it. Ipe fighting for the rebound. And I believe he has it. So Sam Houston Ipe has the rebound. And then they call a jump ball possession arrow Sam Houston. So the Bearkats will inbound. Would be nice to see another 3 here. As Sam Houston will inbound. Leading. And a 3 ball is on its way. This one is good by Jaden Ray from downtown. He nails a 3. It's 61-52. Bearkats needed it. Jaden Ray gave it to him. Back the other way. It's a steal here. Ray has it, pushing the issue. It's 1-on-2. Tried to throw up the alley-oop to Savion Flagg, and it was no good. Here comes RGV back the other way. This one off the right side. Good by Raquan Taylor. So Sam Houston goes for the alley-oop. It was not there. And back the other way, RGV able to drop one in. 61-54. Jaden Ray was looking for Savion Flagg, and it was just a little too low there. Flagg slammed it right into the rim, and back the other way, as I just said, Raquan Taylor laid one up and good. RGV will take a timeout now. We'll take it with them for 60 seconds. Sam Houston men's basketball leads 61-54. We'll be back from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
TicketSmarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than TicketSmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Bearkat Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We'll get back after the full timeout by RGV. Thanks for joining us. Rob Hipp here, Bearkat Sports Radio Network. As Sam Houston has it, they'll move from left to right, leading 61-54, 2:30 to go on the Miller time game clock as the Cats try to hold on here tonight in Edinburgh. Jaden Ray on the left wing, high screen, Savion Flagg. Ray back up top of the right wing, Lampley, bounce pass down to Dante Powers as he'll rotate from the right corner, the right wing, swing it down over to Ipe, back up top, 7 on the shot clock here as Dante Powers, it's tipped away with 4 on the shot clock. 2:16 remaining in the game, 61-54, Bearkats up front. Inbounding Jaden Ray over to Lampley, and a turnover. Boy, Lampley may have stepped out. He buried the 3, but they're going to say it was a turnover. Tough break there for Sam Houston. Actually, it may have been a foul on Tristan Ipe is why they called it. And it is. So Tristan Ipe will pick up his 3rd personal. 17 foul here by Sam Houston. It was on the offensive side, so no free throws. Here comes RGV, 61-54, Bearkats up front. Rio Grande Valley has it over the right corner into the hands of Laquan Butler. Back up top to the 3 is Justin Johnson. Johnson swings one over, throws it out of bounds. He was too strong to Butler on that right corner. 1:59 to go on the Miller time game clock. Bearkats trying to hold on down the stretch, leading 61-54.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remain in regulation.
Here come the Bearkats. Savion Flagg inbounding over to Jaden Ray in the backcourt, pushes it into the front court. Dante Powers, the ball handler now. Guarded by Xavier Johnson. Powers back over to Jaden Ray. They're just going to run some time. 15 on the shot clock. 1:40 on the game clock. Ray on the right side, high screen Flagg. Ray floats one inside, teardrop won't drop. And Ipe holding for the rebound. And we'll see who it is. As Tristan Ipe was fighting for the rebound against Justin Johnson. And he is credited with the rebound. He has 4 on the offensive, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 defense. He got 4 total. Good job there by Tristan Ipe. Jump ball, possession arrow will stay here with Sam Houston. 61-54, 1:34 remaining. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Bearkats. And the officials are going to go review something here. Not sure what they're taking a look at, but they're going to head over to the scores table and take a review. We'll take a break with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Back at it here. They look at the clock. They reset it to 20 because there was a quick possession change. So here we go. It's Jaden Ray on the inbound at the top of the three. Ray, he'll fire a three. It's on its way. Rims in and out. Drops in the bottom. It's good. Oh, baby, for a moment it rimmed in and out, went high up into the sky, and dropped right down the basket. Bearkats back by 10, 64-54. After moments ago, Jaden Ray with his 10th point. He is 2 of 2 from downtown, and the Bearkats looking strong here. Back the other way, it is a shot by UTRGV is no good. A foul here on DeMarcus Lampley. So Lampley picking up his second personal, 8th team foul by Sam Houston. It was a foul there by Lampley on Xavier Johnson. Shot no good, but he'll have 2 free throws coming up. But nothing bigger than moments ago, Jaden Ray with that 3 from downtown to stretch it back to 10, 64-54. Here's Xavier Johnson on the left side to shoot free throws. Bends his knees. First right-handed free throw is good. He's an 88% free throw shooter, one of the best on the team. Coming into this game, 63 of 72. Made the first one. One more here, 57 seconds to go. Makes the second one. So it's 64-56. So Raekwon Taylor and Laquan Butler are out. Ricky Nelson and Merrick Nelson in. Bearkats on the floor. Savion Flagg, Jaden Ray, DeMarcus Lampley, Javon Grant, and Dante Powers. Backcourt pressure here. Javon Grant's got to get into the front court. Launches this one and it goes out of bounds. And it was tipped by UTRGV. I think Justin Johnson was wanting the possession. The officials are going to talk this one over. And as it looks, it will stay with Sam Houston. Tristan Ipe will also check out of the game. Javon Grant is in. Moments ago, Javon Grant was there on that inbound. So the officials may be looking this one over to see who it went out of bounds on. We're under a minute here, 51 seconds to go. Can't really tell as we were looking at it on a replay screen from one angle. It was really blurry. And again, you can't really tell on both those angles. It's just a very blurry replay. It does not look like it touched Sam Houston. That's what they're looking at to see if it went off of Sam Houston. All the angles are just terrible angles, to be honest. One more we're looking at here. Again, it's so blurry you can't tell. I think it went out of bounds off RGV. They were trying to see if it went out off of Jaden Ray, but every single angle is not a good look. All the angles were blurry. It's going to be really hard for the officials to turn this over. And unless they saw something I didn't, all I saw was streaks of orange. It was so blurry. And it will stay with Sam Houston, so that's a good call there. 51.2 seconds remaining. Bearkats leading 64-56. So the ball will stay with the Cats here. Savion Flagg inbounding just in front of the scorer's table. Looking for a teammate. He'll find Lampley. Lampley over to Jaden Ray. Ray trying to wiggle through defenders. He's trapped, and man, he may have taken an extra step. Jaden Ray turns it over. Tough break there for the Bearkats. You don't want to turn it over down the stretch here with 46 seconds to go. And that will take us to a UTRGV timeout. We'll take it with them on a full timeout for 60 seconds. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates, too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back into it here is Johnson. Justin Johnson fires a three out of the gate. That shot's no good. Rebound by the Bearkats. Sam Houston leading 64-56, 33 seconds remaining. Powers hauls in the rebound. That's his lead. Man, he may be close to 8 rebounds now in this ball game. No, he's got 4 rebounds. 4 of them, all 4 on the defensive side. And a foul here by Merrick Nelson. That is his 4th personal foul. Bearkats in the bonus. 1-1 coming up here for Dante Powers. 64-56, Sam Houston leading. As Powers will take a deep breath here on the right side, bends his knees, right-handed free throw. The first one good. One more free throw coming up here for Powers. 65-56, chance to bring it back to 10. Next one on the way, good as well. Took a long roll and plopped in for Dante Powers. 66-56, RGV back with it, 29 seconds in the game. This one flipped over the back, shot no good, batted around, back over to the Vaqueros. Justin Johnson inside the paint, flip it up and good with 21 seconds. On the right side, 66-58. Sam Houston here to inbound, Savion Flagg. Flagg gets it over, Jaden Ray back over to Flagg. Flagg to Javion May. May finally fouled here on the right side. Foul was reached in. Justin Johnson. Actually, I think it's going to be Quentin Johnson fouling him. It's his 3rd personal, 9th team foul. And a 1-1 coming up here for Javion May. Got to make these free throws. 66-58. About 21 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Actually, they're going to mark it down. 14.8 remaining. Javion May misses the first one. And so that'll go right back to UTRGV. Here's Justin Johnson firing a three. This one takes a bounce and good. Oh, mama. 66-61. And still some time here with 8 seconds remaining. We'll take a timeout for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Moments ago, before RGV calling a timeout, Justin Johnson had a hand in his face by Tristan Ipe, but he was able to bury a three-pointer from near that left wing to make things a little bit interesting. 66-61, Sam Houston men still with leading, 8.1 remaining. Javion May will head out. The three-point specialist, DeMarcus Lampley, is in. However, Lampley has struggled, only 3 of 9 from downtown. Bearkats overall 6 of 22. So the Bearkats will inbound here. Savion Flagg cannot find an open player, and he's going to have to call a timeout.
Timeout.
So we'll keep things right here. I believe it's just going to be a 30-second timeout. So again, things a little bit interesting here. 66-61, 8.1 remaining on the Miller Time game clock here in the second half. Bearkat men trying to hold on. As RGV on a 5-0 run. And most impressively on that run, they have made 3 of their last 4 from downtown. Laquan Butler has made 4 of his last 5 shots. Jaden Ray, though, he's responded as he is 3 of 4 from the field. Jaden Ray having a good game here. Again, 10 points, 3 of 6 overall from the field, 2 of 2 from downtown. Sam Houston still out rebounding the Vaqueros 37-34. 13 offensive boards tonight for Sam Houston. That's helped them out a lot. They have turned it over a lot more here, though, in this second half. Now 14 turnovers, 16 for UTRGV. So Sam Houston will inbound now near the backcourt. Goes over to Tristan Ipe, and Ipe is fouled immediately by Quentin Johnson. That is his 4th personal. 10 team fouls. And so 2 free throws coming up here for Tristan Ipe. (66-61) it remains. Ipe, the first free throw on its way. No good for Ipe. He'll have one more. So Ipe misses the first one. Got to make these here. 6.5 remaining. Sam Houston up front, 66-61. Savion Flagg will head over to the bench. Javion May in for him. Here's the second free throw. Ipe, good. 67-61. UTRGV down to 4-3. Justin Johnson passes up on a 3. Sam Houston with the steal, and that's the ball game, baby. The Bearkats hold on down the stretch and are victorious on a shooting night of only 38% and 6 of 22 from downtown. The Bearkats with a 6-point advantage tonight in the victory, 67-61. That'll mark the first win in a tough 3-game road trip for your Bearkats. We'll step aside, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have post-game. Stay with us from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
101.7 KSAM and the Bearkat Sports Network present the Bearkat Basketball Post-Game Show. Now for an in-depth analysis of tonight's game, let's return courtside with Rob Hipp.
All right, friends, had it here for post-game. Your Sam Houston men's basketball Bearkats victorious tonight on the road to open up a 3-game road trip, 67-61 over UTRGV. We'll quickly go over some final stats here on the team side of things. The Vaqueros, 34 rebounds, 8 on the offensive glass, 26 defensive boards. They had 14 assists, 17 turnovers, 1 block, 8 steals. They had 26 down in the paint. For the Bearkats, 37 rebounds. They out-rebounded the Vaqueros 37-34, 13 offensive boards, as they were a force down there on the offensive glass tonight. 24 defensive rebounds, 15 assists, 14 turnovers. Sam Houston had 2 blocks, 11 steals, 32 points down in the paint. For this ball game, Sam Houston led almost the entire way, as the Vaqueros had just a 3-2 lead of 1 point back at the 17:52 mark of the first, but Sam Houston leading the rest of the way. They led by as many as 14 at one point when it was 20-6. Individual stats tonight, there were 3 players in double digits for UTRGV. Justin Johnson had a heck of a game, 20 points, almost had a double-double with 9 rebounds. He was 8 of 20 from the field, 2 of 8 from downtown, 2 for 2 from that charity stripe. He had 4 assists, 2 steals, only 2 fouls, 5 turnovers in 39 minutes. He almost went the distance, only 1 shy of 40 minutes. Again, Justin Johnson with 20 points. How about Xavier Johnson? He was 5 of 15, 2 of 9 from three-point land. He was perfect from the free throw line at 6 of 6. He had 1 assist, 1 foul, 1 turnover in 33 minutes. Xavier Johnson had 18 points. And then finally, Laquan Butler, 4 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from three-point land, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. A nice little stat line for him tonight. In 26 minutes, Laquan Butler had 10 points. For your Sam Houston Bearkats, 3 players in double digits tonight, led by Savion Flagg, 7 of 22 from the field, 1 of 8 from downtown. He was 2 of 3 from the charity stripe, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers in 35 minutes. The Texas A&M graduate transfer with 17 points tonight. Jaden Ray had a heck of a game for the Bearkats as well. He was 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 of those from three-point land, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. He had 1 board, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 foul, 3 turnovers in 31 minutes. Jaden Ray had 10 points. DeMarcus Lampley was 3 of 11. Not a good shooting night for Lamp, but he made it count when it needed it the most. He was 3 of 9 from downtown, 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. He had 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 fouls in 29 minutes. DeMarcus light him up Lampley with 10 points. Behind him, Dante Powers had 8 points, also 4 rebounds. He was 2 of 3 shooting. Kuba Kurwowski, the fan favorite from Warsaw, Poland, 2 of 3 from the field with 7 points. And Javion May had 7 as well, 3 of 4 from the field. Ipe and Grant each with 4 apiece. Again, Sam Houston victorious as they will improve to 17-11, 12-3 in the Western Athletic Conference. UTRGV will fall to 7-20 overall and 2-13 in WAC play. Well, again, friends, appreciate you joining us as the final tonight over in the WAC. New Mexico State pulled ahead of Grand Canyon 82-66, so that one is a final. As always, this broadcast has been authorized under rights granted by Sam Houston to Van Wagner. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner and Sam Houston Athletics. The executive producers of Sam Houston Basketball is Zach Kaditz. The coordinating producer is Desiree Chambers, and a special thanks to the Sam Houston Athletic Communications Office, Jason Barfield, Ben Reichert, and Cody Stark. Studio operations by the flagship KSAM. A big thanks to Parks back at the studio tonight, running the dials for us. Again, tune in for the next broadcast as we will be on the road in Nacogdoches on Thursday at Stephen F. Austin. A 6:30 p.m. tip-off. We'll have pregame at 6:15. And Bearkat Orange, come out there, make the short drive to Nac, and support your Bearkats for the Battle of the Piney Woods Hardwood Edition. We need the support, especially at their facility. Friends, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Good night, and God bless from Edinburgh, Texas. We'll see you next time, friends.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wiesner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better